Desert Nymph joins them now. Set, ready to go. Stand by for a start. They're off and they're racing. Desert Nymph is the last of them into stride. Costa Zeta got out of the gates very quickly with King Adviso going up. He'll burn it off soon after the start and go to the lead. And Pike had Immortal Bliss up running third. Our Rocky Bay proceeds on from Snow Prince and then Scully. 6-inch heels back there in a compacted field. Desert Nymph fighting for a bit of rain back there. Elite One hooking out 3 deep around her. And over on the inside, Jelly Can Run as King Adviso and Brad Parnham put the brakes on. Down the side they go at the 700 metre mark. King Adviso with his neck arched leads the way. Immortal Bliss running second and Dow Rocky Bay forced to tramp wider. Costa Zeta's back near the inside. It'll straighten up running fourth as Fiore comes around heels with 6-inch heels now to the outside. Scully's driving right up in the middle. Snow Prince on the rail and Elite One is the widest of them. King Adviso at the 275 led by 2 Immortal Bliss who's under heavy pressure but trying to lift. King Adviso giving back as a great sight. Immortal Bliss keeps coming right down the outskirts of the track. Here comes Elite One. King Adviso, Immortal Bliss and Elite One. Elite One goes to them in the shadows of the post. Oh, it's close. Elite One and Immortal Bliss have been joined or at least gone to the line, locked together from King Adviso in a thriller. Snow Prince behind them. Jelly Can Run, Scully, 6-inch heels, Costa Zeta, Our Rocky Bay and Desert Nymph. Elite One will get it. Number 7 to give Clint Johnston Porter a double here on the card. Elite One in the last stride over Immortal Bliss, Willie Pike and King Adviso, Brad Parnham. Huge performance. Been a monster of a run by the Simon Miller train gelding Elite One on the 7 days. Was terrific last week when beaten into third placing behind a stablemate of Immortal Bliss. Well, it gets one back on them today, the Juicimus gelding, and that's a PB without any shadow of a doubt. 7 Elite One back wide, conceding those leaders a start and still equal to the occasion to get home and win in the Zito family colours, trained by Simon Miller. Owned by the Zito squad. This is L Sargent, RD Sargent, BC Racing, A Kerr, RJ Debussy, C Rogers and B Weir, along with M Campiotto, Rick Mayo. They're having a spell syndicate and Derner Racing as well, and won by a short half head. A short neck second and third in 1:12.67, 34.97 the last 600 metres. Great win. Elite One first, Immortal Bliss second. Willie Pike for Grant Nalana Williams. King Adviso third by Animal Kingdom. Brad Parnham for Chris and Michael Gangemi. Well, it's been a fabulous day of racing. There have been many highlights, and that probably will go under the radar slightly, but it's a personal best performance by Elite One today, Lockie.
Darren, absolutely career best performance from Elite One, just chiming down the middle of the track. What a win it was from the 5-year-old gelding. He was in the wilderness for a little while, as was the admission from Simon Miller when he won 2 starts ago with Sable Apprentice. Jeffson sang aboard, but he's back and back in a big way as Simon Miller comes back into the mounting yard, greeting a bunch of very, very happy owners. But Simon, Elite One, he's well and truly back on track.
Yeah, he put the writing on the wall probably first up, Lockie, and then you're just hoping second up that he could repeat it, and he did. And yeah, he's a happy horse, and I'll probably test him on the back up, but he did a great job. And he used to get really nervous shaking the stalls prior to the event and changed a couple of things around behind the scenes, and I think it's clearly worked, and he's just a happy horse.
Moving forward, do you feel like he could potentially stretch out in trip, or is there still a temptation to do so, or do you keep him to the short course for now?
I think the get-back sprinters, they suck you in and you go out further and then it doesn't work out. So whilst he's competitive like this, I'll keep him going that way.
Back on a firmer track today, there's no reason to see why he couldn't continue on his winning ways come Ascot in a few weeks' time?
Yeah, he's racing well. He's won at Ascot as well. Probably just, we lost our way a little bit and then trialled awful previous prep, and I was like, oh, I wonder where we're at here. But we gave him a good break and rehabbed him, and a lot of people played a big part in that. So like Keith Reeves down at Nurumara and Ali from her veterinarian side, and everyone just sort of pulled in the right direction, and clearly it's worked.
Stable Star West Star caught the eye at the trials earlier this week. When does he head off to Melbourne?
Gets on a plane Tuesday night, lobs over there Wednesday morning. I'll pull him down in the soft trial up the straight Thursday at Flemington, let him have a look. And then October 4, he'll be in the Gilgai. And then from there, it's just what we do, second run, but third up will be the Golden Eagle, and I'm coming back to get that money I left on the table. Redemption, Lockie.
Looking forward to it. Well done here.
Thanks, Lockie.
There's Simon Miller, and here's CJP.
Well, Portsy, it wasn't long since this horse has been at the races, and that day he had to cover a bit of ground.
Yeah, you had to do it tough. I sort of got toyed a spot and got caught wide, and probably fell into the trap of riding him positive because Jefferson gave him an absolute peach when he rode him, so I tried to replicate it and couldn't do it. So, look, I caught my medicine from the wide gate today and went back, and look, he jumped out the ground just then.
That's career best from him, surely.
Yeah, definitely. Look, probably the 100, I thought, I'm a chance of picking him up, but I didn't really think I was going to, and on the line, I thought, I've got him.
Congratulations, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
There's Clinton Porter. He finishes the day on a winning note with Elite One, and wow, what a win. I must admit, Scotty, I'll put my hand up. I didn't expect to see that type of turn of foot from Elite One. I know he's flying this preparation, but that was next level.
Well, exactly right, Lockie. With 100 metres to go, I was trying to kick King Advisor across the line, thinking that Immortal Bliss was probably the only one that was looming as a chance of running him down. I could see the red colours coming of Elite One. That last 50, he really powered to the line there. It's great to see a horse like him who won so